Hi everyone, this is Mark Siegel, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do two things. Number one, I'm going to show you how to get files from your computer into Google Drive and how to convert them. And number two, I'm going to show you how to create a new document in Google Drive. So you'll see on my screen I have two things. Don't be confused by them. All I did was open up my documents, and I want to show you two files. I want to show you how to upload a PDF and a Word doc, because those are typically the two types of files that you're going to upload. So all I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the same file, the same document, but just in two different formats. So you'll see here I've got a doc file and a PDF file. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this doc file. Now there's two ways I can do this actually. The new Google Drive actually allows you to drag and drop, meaning I can click this file and physically drop it into Google Drive, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually go to my drive. I'm going to click this red button that says new, and I'm going to click this button that says File Upload. Now what's nice about this is I can upload any files I want. There it is. So I'm going to find that Adopt an Element project, and I'm actually going to upload both files at the same time. Now what's really cool is I can upload one at a time if I want to. I can upload a series of files. I can actually upload an entire folder at one time if I wanted to, which makes it really nice, because if you're like me and you have all your labs in one folder, you can now use one click to upload the whole thing. So I'm going to click on both that Word document and that PDF document at the same time, and I am going to upload. And you'll see in the bottom right hand corner it tells me what's going on. So the Word doc has been uploaded and the PDF file has been uploaded. So I'm going to click those off, and I'm going to see when I scroll down that they are right here. Okay? So now both of them are still in the same form they were on my computer. So they're a Word doc and a PDF doc, and I can see that by the end tag. You can tell the difference. You'll also notice that the icon is different. The difference is if I was in a Google Doc, you'll see that it changes to this blue thing, this blue square, versus a W. The W tells you it's Word format still. The blue square tells you it's a Google Doc. So I'm actually going to open up the element project that was the Word document. Now when it opens up, it's going to open up in a viewer format. Okay? You can't modify Word docs in Google Drive. You have to convert them to Google Drive. But in another video, I'm going to show you how to convert them back and how to email them, not as Google documents, but as actual Word documents. So I actually want to open this document because I want to be able to modify it. So I'm going to move my mouse to the top here, and you see it says Open with Google Docs. So I'm going to click that. And now it's going to convert. And I make my little music. Do 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 do. And that's it. It's ready to go. Okay? So now any change I make will actually be to this Google Doc, not to the original Word doc. That original Word doc, if I can click back, is still right here. And you'll now see that I have a Adopt an Element project doc with a W, Adopt an Element project with the little blue square, and an Adopt an Element project with the little Adobe Acrobat symbol. Okay? So now if I click on the Google Doc version, I can make any edit I want. Okay? Now you also notice in the top here, all changes saved. It saves that quickly. Okay? So that's how I can get my Google Docs in. That's how I can get my Word docs into Google Docs. Now, PDFs are a little bit trickier. The problem with a PDF is it tends to upload as a picture. So I'm going to open this PDF, and you'll see it says Open With. Now, before it says Open as a Google Doc. Now it's not so sure. So there's viewers, there's editors, there's a whole bunch of things. The problem is you can't you can't modify a PDF once it's in here. So I can rename it, I can share it, but I can't change it. And that's the problem with a PDF. It used to be when it uploaded a PDF, it actually took a physical picture of the document and inserted it as a picture, and it was really messy and you had to retype it. So PDFs are great if you want to share the document out with students. For example, if you have an article and they're not going to be typing on it, they're not going to be making any changes, it's just a pure article, they're going to read it, that's what you want to do. Upload it as a PDF and share the document out. If you want them to be able to make changes to it, to copy it and then modify it, so for example, in my project, in my Adopt an Element project, when you scroll down, you can see that I have student names and everything. They can add themselves to this document if they wanted to, depending on how I set it up for editing. So that's the real difference between those two things. Is PDFs can't be modified inside of Google Docs. They're the best format if you just want to purely share documents with the kids and they're not doing anything to it. Word docs are great because you can modify them, you can edit it. Now, you do not have to modify the Word doc yourself. You can share it out, and again, I'll show that to you in another video, how to share a Word document. Now, the other thing I told you how to do, I told you I was going to do, was create a document. So I'm going to go back to that big red button. So that big red button, there's only two colored buttons that you need to focus your attention on. One is this big red one, and the other one is the blue share button. I'm going to show you how to share, like I said, in another video. So I'm going to click this new button, and I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to see that automatically pops up Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Google Slides. If I want to create more things like a Google Form, etc., those are under More, and I can connect other apps to my file folder too, but that's a video for another time. So I'm going to create a Google Doc. Okay, so the document is completely blank. The first thing I always want to do is change the title of the document, and the reason for that is you'll get 1,000 untitled documents and you'll have no idea which one is yours. So I'm going to just change this to AA test document. Okay, now remember I made that comment about the PDF and about how you can't share a PDF. Well, there's other things you can do to a PDF besides, sorry, all this stuff pops up, new computer. Okay, so here's the PDF. Well, here's the cool thing about a PDF. I can actually select text in a PDF. So for example, I can highlight sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. In some PDFs, depending on the PDF, you can actually highlight text. This one doesn't want me to actually be able to highlight it. But if I was able to actually highlight the text, I must have protected this document. Sometimes what you can do is you can copy the text and then paste it into a Google Doc. This one is not being pleasant with me. Okay, so so I created that document, and then I've just jumped back to that AA test document, and you can see now it's just a blank document. Don't be scared of Google Drive. It functions just like Word. It just doesn't have all the fancy things that you don't use anyway. So for example, I can type. I can change the font. Highlight, change my font. You know, there's even word art. You know, I can add drawings, I can add links, I can add equations, I can add special characters. Like, okay, I want to choose, I don't want symbols. I'm going to choose emoji. Oh, I don't have any emoji. Oh, I don't even know what I have a black heart. I didn't even know that existed. I have a black heart. Look at that. I can insert tables. How big would you like the table? 5 by 4? Sure, make the table. You know, I can do everything you can do in a normal document. It's just not Word. That's all it is. When it saves, you can say, if you watch right here in this spot, it says every change you make is automatically saved in Drive. Last edit was made seconds ago. Okay, let's see if that is really true. And it's saving, and done. Saved. I never have to worry about clicking the save button. So Google Docs has a lot of benefits over Word and other file formats. So those are your two ways to get your documents in. You can type them yourself, you can upload Word files and change them, and you can upload PDFs and share them out. Like I said before, in the next video or in one of my later videos, I'm going to show you how to share, not only share with students so they can share the document, but I'm actually going to show you how to share the Google Doc as another format, PDF or Word.